My name is John Kuntz. I've always gone by Jack, and I'm a freshman in the sport management program here at NC State. For my sport management interview, I interviewed my high school athletic director because this is a career I kind of desire. Whether in high school or the intercollegiate field, something working with professional or high school sports, college sports, love sports. So basically. I asked I asked my I asked him some questions. The questions included everything from what is your current job position, and I got more in detail about where he attended school and more specifically what kind of degrees did he obtain. Um, so basically, his name is Chris Grimes, and he is the AD and head basketball coach at White Oak High School, which is in Jacksonville, Onslow County, in North Carolina. He got a bachelor's degree in PE from UNCW, and he got a master's in PE from North Carolina Central. Um, when I was in school, my first 3 years of high school, he wasn't the athletic director. The current athletic director had been there for 20 plus years and retired, and felt that Chris was the best guy for the job. So Chris was hired as athletic director and retained his other position at the school. Um, he talked a lot about his one of his mentors growing up. His name was Scott McInes. He was athletic director at Millbrook High School in Raleigh, North Carolina. And basically, the big thing that McInes stressed to Chris were is really important building relationships in his profession. Obviously, he worked well with the previous athletic director at White Oak, and that athletic director thought it was best for Chris to step in and work there after him. He said another important aspect of the job is very important to be a good listener and the solid communication skills. You work with a lot of people. Sports are a very interpersonal activity, and he said that it's challenging to keep up facilities. You're in charge of a lot of facilities with being an athletic director, so that's another big factor. He said some of the things you can do to look better on your resume is get a commercial driver's license, especially if you're working in the high school athletic director field. It looks good to be able to drive the school bus. Completing courses and fundamentals of coaching and concussion sports are good as well, and then CPR and first aid certified also look really well. So after seeing that, I definitely want to get certified. To strengthen anything I can with the resume. He also said another good idea is being a coach in more than one sport. I read a lot about being an athletic director is that you need to understand the sports, and you need to it's best to have coaching experience in the sports, because if you're an athletic director, you need to make hires that are sports team related, and it's better to have knowledge of what the position requires so you can make a better hire. Some advice he gave me about being the CPR certification is get certified during your final semester of college, because the certification is good for 2 years. So it looked really good to have it while you're applying for the jobs, internships, and then you can renew it, hopefully after you've gotten the job or internship. 3 things I asked him, his big 3 words of advice were to listen and learn as much as you can about things you do not know about, to ask questions because people in this field are willing to help you. 2 was to acquire as many certifications as you can to market yourself. And 3 was to build relationships with professors, their college classmates, co-workers at internship, and because many times these people will reappear in your career to help you with the job. He just said, it's really rewarding because of all the experiences he's had. I mean, he grew up playing sports. He played basketball in high school and college. He loved, being a part of the sports world. Personally, I had him as a advanced PE teacher several times and weight training in high school, and I don't know, he's really very personable guy. He takes his job seriously, but in the sports and leisure field, at the same time, he knew how to provide the leisure and fun to make it worthwhile. Going along with Coach Grimes is my kind of thing with getting in the sports management field, and I can tell that he's a great facilitator of leisure. Is that growing up, I had all these people that aided in providing leisure to me. I played a lot of sports, and this is kind of my way of giving back to what they helped me do, that I can give back to other youth that grow up playing sports. Other than that, just I'm gonna attach the questions and the answers. But I really just learned a lot. He basically just said, you can't really have too many degrees. Just strengthen your resume. Um, make the networking connection with professors and your classmates. Because especially in leisure field, such a broad field that it's very likely you run into them down the road. And if you have the relationships, it'll be a lot better. And to get the CPR certification, first aid certification, understand the fundamentals of coaching and concussion in sports. The sports world is really changing, and I hope to be a part of it.